Hello everyone, it's Yvonne back with your bonus reading. It's Monday the 20th of July. I can't believe July's nearly done now. It's funny, isn't it? Like, you know, going back a couple of weeks ago, we were sort of really comfortable in Australia. Things were somewhat getting back to normal. You know, we had the virus sort of, you know, the occasional case coming up, and it was really cool. And I'm not really sure if it was, you know, directly due to the protests and things that were held in Australia or whether something else happened. But all of a sudden, you know, we've got a state that's getting really inundated with 200 to 300 cases a day and people dying again. And it sort of makes you realise how really unstable we are as a humanity. Because it's always, as I say, only takes one person. And someone here has, you know, decided that they would perhaps just ignore the rules and get out into the community. Maybe they didn't know that they were sick. Maybe they weren't really understanding their symptoms were part of the virus. I understand some people are symptomatic or, you know, have very few symptoms. But it's really sad to think that, you know, we've all gone back into some sort of backward stance now. And I know that we can't close the country down again. It can't afford it financially. So they'll keep going this time. And I guess the hospitals are, you know, are ready for this. But, you know, they have something like 130 people in hospital at the moment with the amount of people that are sick. So I think there's around about 3,500 people currently have the virus now. But we were down to just 600, I think, across the whole of Australia. So it's really changed everything again. So back to not doing face-to-face readings, people. I'm really sorry I have to hold back. So for those people who were booked in, most of you have sort of realised and cancelled with me, which is really good. But I won't be doing any face-to-face readings at the moment. But I'm happy, and I know I have a lot of people coming to me that were going to the fairs, so it's sort of like they've, you know, come for a reading anyway. I'm really becoming a great fan of Zoom, and we're doing most of the meetings across Zoom now, which has been really cool. So that's my little blurb this morning. I'm a little disappointed that we've sort of backflipped on what was happening. We've had several new deaths in the last few days, and I know that, you know, at the moment it's mostly the aged care people in aged care homes that are dying, which is really sad because it means the nursing staff or the family members are going to visit unaware that they're unwell, or perhaps denying that they feel unwell. But I also know that once the numbers get up, it will be all ages that will start to have some issues and problems with it. So be safe. Be safe. Take care. I think they're going to make wearing masks in Australia mandatory too. Take care. All right, let's see what's happening in the world of the bonus read. We have the Ten of Swords coming out here. I always want to do those voices like they do in the old movies, but I'm not going to try it. The Ten of Swords coming out, but it's dramatic, right? After that little bit of a talk. End of negative thinking, end of a cycle. Closing something out, moving on to better things, finishing out something. You could be closing a relationship, you could be closing, you know, an idea in your life or starting to think differently. But whatever you're doing here, closing down, closing out. Okay, you could be closing down a water sign. It might be the end of a cycle with a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Maybe you're sort of realizing that this relationship or situation isn't going anywhere. Maybe it's been a relationship that's been long-term that hasn't really come out in the wash, changing things, finishing it up, moving on. Choice, Two of Swords, cutting something out, going in a different direction. Two of Swords can sometimes be a bit of a stalemate or a bit of a stuckness. I can see love here, so I am not really sure what's going on here, so I'm just going to go back and have another look. Closing something down, finishing something out. I feel that perhaps you still have love for this person, or perhaps love still exists between the two of you, but something's come to a stalemate, so I think that you're closing it down. I do note that all the cards are blue, so there's no communication between you. perhaps you're giving up on something, putting something behind you and moving forward. And maybe in doing that, you're bringing in your own abundance. Very nice. Okay. Also very interesting. Okay, so we have the card of the Strength coming through here. So perhaps for some of you in this situation, you've realized your own personal attributes. Maybe you've been focusing on something here that hasn't really progressed. It could be that you've been in a relationship for a long time and someone hasn't sort of moved it to the next level, hasn't made something more of it. But the Strength card talks about us taming our inner beast, taming our inner demons, really understanding how to, you know, blend our dark side with our light side, bringing ourselves together and making something whole. It's about, you know, bravery is a very judgmental word, and courage perhaps a little bit the same. But whatever this is for you, it's about undeniably understanding your own personal strengths. Okay. All right. Okay, so we have the Emperor coming through here. Could be dealing with an Aries or Leo here. A lot of fire. A lot of major arcanas. Six of Pentacles. Oh, I know where this one's going. Okay, heartbreak. For some of you, I feel that you're dealing with someone you saw as a potential mate, a potential love. And maybe you came together with this person feeling that, you know, the Emperor sort of, it can be someone who's very controlling. It can be someone who really, you know, has worked their way to the top and feels that, you know, they deserve the respect and command respect. So that's a sort of negative energy and really would work more with the Emperor in reverse. But in his upright, he can show a divine masculine. Someone that you have a very strong bond with, someone that you see as potential for you. I look at this and think there is some sort of realization that perhaps this person is not this person may be not awake to their own power. I guess that's how I'm feeling it. It's like this person may be still unaware of their greater purpose, of their purpose to the universe, of the work that they need to do. There's some sort of heartbreak here coming through. So I feel that you found the strength perhaps to walk away from a situation that hasn't been returning to you. As you can see, this person's only servicing one person here. And we have 3 swords. So I feel like for some of you, maybe you are or have been dedicated to someone who perhaps is in another situation. Perhaps someone has chosen someone else over you here. Someone that perhaps you saw as potential. But whatever's happened here, there is heartbreak, sadness that is resulting in you understanding your personal strengths enough to move away from the situation. Did I mention I was using the Modern Spellcasters Tarot here? If I didn't, I am. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups. Very interesting. We have 3 people on this card again, which is quite interesting. So we've gone 3, 3, 3. I can't deny it. You're dealing with someone here who's dealing with someone else. Possibly, you know, it could be another party, could be a family member. Someone here with the Page of Cups wants to make an offer. But if you look at this card, it's very different in this deck. Someone wants to, this is an offer of something here. Some sort of message coming through, but this person is still dealing with the third party. So it feels like to me someone is going to make contact, but they're still dealing with someone else. This person's really in love with you here. You could be a fire sign, you could be an earth sign, Leo, Sag or Aries, or Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo here. You could be a person that this person sees as a Queen of Wands, but you could be an earth sign, vice versa. This could be the two people in this person's life as well. Fire sign, earth sign. Let's just keep going. Seven of Swords. Wow. Okay, now we have some pretty... Oh, yep, some very heavy energies going down here. Someone is absolutely and utterly, and I feel like it's sort of leading on from the what's cracking reading here. Someone isn't telling you how they feel here. Someone's withholding information here. Someone that's in some sort of heartbreaking situation and finding it very difficult to release themselves from. That's pretty much the reading. Let me just go back. I just want to have a little bit more of a feel this out so I can let you know what's going on. There seems to be the end of a cycle here. I feel that you're dealing with a person who could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but this person is very emotional here, very in touch with their emotions, full of strength, trying to perhaps make a decision here with the Two of Swords because of the love they feel. Someone is strongly trying to make a decision here. I feel that perhaps this person, you know, maybe is starting to realize their power here with these cards coming through. Somebody wants to disclose their feelings. I really feel that this person is either married, with this King of Pentacles here, could see you as the Queen of Wands, but has a wife or a partner in the picture here with this Queen of Pentacles. This person feels bound to this person here, but their heart is breaking because they are feeling that they can't speak up about the way they feel, or they can't disclose or declare their feelings here, and they're all bent out of shape. But there's a Page of Cups here, so there seems to be some sort of communication coming through here, and it might only be small, but maybe sort of just to let you know that something's still going on. I don't think this is not with this page. It doesn't look like a disclosure of, you know, something dramatic, but some sort of contact coming through here. This Moon card tells me that, especially with this Seven of Swords, that things aren't being said that need to be said. There's a conversation that needs to take place here. But it could be that this person is building strength as well. It could be this person is building strength. They're totally and absolutely in love with you here, but I feel like someone else is in the picture. Let me just put some more cards on it for you, because I feel that that is a little confusing. So for some of you who are on a twin flame journey, this reading may resonate with you. It's funny, somebody said, I have some really strange comments come up on my page, and somebody said the other day, would you be able to show us the cards? I'm like, I hold the cards up for you every time, and you can also see them on the table. I know that the view isn't the best view of all, but it's certainly easy to see what cards they are here, but because I'm holding them up before I'm putting them down. So I'm not quite sure why I was asked that. Somebody else asked me something else the other day. Why do you read like you do? Because that's always the way I've done it. I guess I've done it for a very long time, and it's just the way that the cards come out. I do take a lot of direction from Spirit. I am a medium. I do get the messages direct from Spirit. They don't come through my spirit guides like they do for a lot of people. I am very... I have been doing this for a very long time, so I guess I just rely on the messages coming through. So when people question how you read, it's a little bit odd, because I'm not really sure whether they're being curious or whether they're being a little, I don't know, a little bit quizzing unnecessarily rather than just trusting. And the whole spiritual thing is about trusting. So if the reading doesn't resonate with you, then it's not your reading. It's as simple as that. But just to answer those couple of queries while I think about it. What I have here is the Ace of Pentacles. So I'm thinking now maybe I'm reading the reading a little differently to what it should be read. You've got somebody coming forward here, possibly a fire sign, Leo, Sag or Aries. Someone has been through some sort of transformation here and wants a new start with you. There is definitely a lot of passion. This person is full of passion. So for some of you, this is someone returning, not a new person. It could be for some of you, it could be a new person who has a past life connection with you here, although I'm not feeling that a great deal. I feel that this person is known to you, but I don't think you know how they feel, okay? I don't really know if you really know how deeply this person feels for you, but they do feel the connection here. Regardless of whether they understand you have a soulmate twin flame connection, that is, you know, sort of possibly what's going on here, but I feel like somebody's moving away from another situation to make this offer, but they have not told you here how they feel. But definitely someone who's either married or in another relationship. All right. Hopefully that's clear enough. But I will read an oracle card. Oh, that one wanted to come out. Ah. Oh, Spirit, you never fail to impress me. This card here is called the Lady of the Gift. It's about generosity, receiving and withholding, which I think is very, very interesting, because it is digging deeper on the what's cracking reading a little bit, I feel, because it's not dissimilar, but it's not quite as money focused as the what's cracking reading, but we'll read this anyway. It may give you more clarity. The Lady of the Gift brings a message of tithing. To be your ally, she requires you to look at the nature and method of your giving to others. The world is your church, and you need only distribute 10% of your wealth to others to ensure that the flow continues. Yet this doesn't necessarily mean giving money away, nor does it imply a direct action of charity, even though the tradition of tithing is material. In fact, the kind of tithing the lady asks of you isn't tangible or material at all. She's asking you to look at all human beings as important in the divine scheme of things and show others that you believe in them. Pay attention to how you treat people and be mindful of your perception, even of seemingly poor strangers. If you see others as successful and abundant and act as if you believe they have value, blessings all around are assured. Your belief in others has greater value than you can fathom. This alone guarantees your success long term. Remember that you can only keep what you're willing to give. The challenger here says, the Lady of the Gift says the act of withholding isn't welcome in her world. In fact, withholding information is another way to lie. Are you doing this? Perhaps someone is doing it to you, withholding something in order to keep you manipulated and controlled, so you believe deep down you're not quite good enough. Now is the time for you to address the concept of withholding. If you see this in any aspect of your life, it's time for a change. Which is quite interesting now, looking at that from that perspective. So is this person withholding because of manipulation? We'll see. Have a great day.